everyone, Amanda here. Today we are going to be doing an upper body dumbbell workout with light dumbbells. Today I'm going to be using 5s, 10s, and 15s as well as a sturdy chair. Let's get started with our warm-up. March it out, bring your arms up. We're going to go into a W, opening up through the chest, squeezing the shoulder blades back and together. Exhale on that pull. Inhale the way back in. Make sure that you're working through that range of motion for the chest and shoulders. 2 more here. From here, let's take this into a press. Mimicking a chest press, pressing out and rotating through the palms. So the palms are facing down on the extension and facing in when next to the rib cage. Breathe through this. A little bit more of a chest opener here. We're going to go wide and pull, squeezing the shoulder blades back in together. Again, working through the chest and shoulders here. Breathing through it. And let's take this into a tricep sweep. We're going to sweep to the side, extending through the back of the upper arm. Breathe through it. 2 more. March it out. Roll the shoulder blades back. Make sure that you're nice and open. We'll be starting with bent over rows, single arm, using the seat of the chair as a bench. 2 more here. Breathing through this. And shake it out. Let's get started. I'm going to use my 15-pound dumbbell for this first exercise, bent over rows. So I'm starting off with the dumbbell in my right hand. Left hand is going to be placed on the seat of the chair. Right foot back, left foot forward. Back is flat, chest out, and bum is lifted. We're going to row up and back down for 10 reps. Ready? Let's go. Facing forward. 1. Breathing through this. 2. So your eyes are pointed about 45 degrees down toward the floor. And as you pull, keep your neck in a neutral position. Back is flat, chest is out, and I want you to really pull that shoulder blade back. We've got 3 more here. 3. Breathing through this. 2. 1 more, and 1. Lower it down. Let's switch it up over to the left hand. Switch out the weight. Other foot comes forward. Hand on the bench, chest pushed out. Let's go for 10. Here we go. 10. Getting that shoulder blade squeeze. 9. Pulling the shoulder blade back every time. Keep this pace. Exhale on the lift up. Inhale on the lower. 5. Abs are in. 4. Brace through the core. 3. You can do it. 2. 1 more here. 1. And up to standing. From here, we're going to take this into a bicep curl. I'm going to stick with my 15s here. So feet shoulder width apart. We're going to go into a regular bicep curl. So we're going to turn our palms facing up. Elbows are tucked in nice and tight to the torso. Shoulder blades are back. And we're going to curl up for 10. Ready? Let's go. Standing tall. 10. Breathing through this. Brace through the core. 9. Inhale the way down. Exhale on that curl. Try not to swing at any point during this movement. Breathe. Exhale up. Don't let those shoulders cave forward. You're standing tall. Press the heels into the floor and just a gentle bend in those knees throughout that lift. 2 more here. You've got this. 2. 1 to go and 1. Whew. All right, let's lower this down. We're going to take this into an overhead tricep press. So there's 2 options here. If you're using a heavier dumbbell, you can hold the dumbbell with both hands underneath the head of the dumbbell, or if you're using lighter ones, you can hold 1 dumbbell in each hand with the flat sides together. Now I like to have 2 dumbbells because I find this forces my left side to work just as hard as the right. Let's lift through the chest. We're going to go for 10. Here we go. 10. Exhale on that press. 9. Squeeze it up. 8. Now I want you to look for that full range of motion here. fully press it up as far as you can go, and then come down and just ever so slightly graze the bottom of the dumbbell to the top of your upper back. 4 more here. Exhale, inhale, 3 more. 3, keep this up. 2, 1 more, and 1. Whew. All right, let's lower it down. We're going back to our bent over rows. Set your other dumbbell down, switch out your weight if you need to. We're going for 10. So, starting in that right hand, once again, staggering the feet, push the chest out, back flat. Let's go for 10. Here we go. 10. Exhale. 9. Get that pull through the shoulder. Now, on this set, I want you to focus on your knees, hips, and torso. So as you pull, try not to twist through the torso. Keep your shoulders and hips square to the floor. 2 more on this side. Breathing through this. And come up out of it. Let's take it over to the other side. Left arm, right hand is on the bench, back is flat. Let's go for 10. Here we go. 10. So check your knees. The knees should not be rotating at any point during the lift. They should stay steady and pointing straight forward. Lift up nice and high. Remember, try not to rotate through the core. Stay as steady as you can. 1 more here. And gently come up out of it. We're back to biceps. We're going to switch it up a little bit this time. We're going for a hammer curl. So in this move, I'm going to hold both dumbbells, feet shoulder width apart. Once again, I'm pulling those shoulder blades back and down. And from here, I'm going to curl up so that the heads of the dumbbell are coming straight up and down. Remember, shoulder blades back. Let's go for 10. Here we go. 10. Breathe through this. 9. Exhale up. 8. Oftentimes, we might feel like we want to swing on a hammer curl, but try to keep your core as steady as possible. And again, just hold that gentle bend in the knees and press your heels down into the floor to stay sturdy through that lift. 1 more here, you've got this. Woo. All right, lower it down. We're gonna take this back to our tricep press. You can use 1 dumbbell or 2. Again, I'm gonna use my 2 dumbbells. Flat sides together, feet shoulder width apart, arms behind, elbows in. Press it up for 10. Here we go. 10. Nice and slow. 9. Don't rush through these reps. 8. Breathe through it. 7. Brace the core. 6. Exhale. 5. Keep this going. 4. Stay steady through the trunk. 3. Almost there. 2. 1 left. 1 left. You can do it. 1. Whew. All right, 1 last round. We've got our bent over rows. Once again, I'm going to do a single dumbbell starting on that right side. Stagger the feet, place the hand on the bench, push the chest out, and try to lift that bum. Ready? This time, 8 reps. Here we go. 8. Exhale up. 7. Breathe through it. 6. Pull that shoulder blade back. 5. 4. Remember, brace through the core. 3. Hips and shoulders square. 2. 1 more here. 1. And gently come up out of it. Switch it over to the other side. Back flat, chest out, bum lifted. Let's go. 8. Exhale. 7. Brace the core. 6. Push that chest out. 5. Try not to round through the back. 4. Breathe. 3. Keep this up. 2. 1 more here. 1. Whew. All right, gently come up out of it. We're down to our last set of bicep curls. Again, we're switching it up. This time, we're going to a supinating curl. Grab both dumbbells. If you're fatigued, you can switch out to a lighter weight. Feet shoulder width apart. In our supinating curl, we're going to turn the palms up and turn the palms in as we lower. Shoulders back, chest lifted. Let's go for 8. Here we go. 8. Now by turning the palms, we are also activating the muscles in the forearms. So we're getting a little bit of assistance from the forearms here. So you may feel this a little bit more challenging in your grip than in the previous sets of our bicep curls. 3 more. 3. Breathe. You got it. 2. 1 more here. And 1. I'm going to lower 1 dumbbell down. We are going to our overhead tricep press, but we're going to do a single arm. So we're going 8 on each arm. I'm going to stick with my 15, but switch out your weight if you need to. On this side, I'm going to lift the weight up, take my left hand and just ever so slightly use my fingertips to help brace so that this arm doesn't wobble. Start in the low position and then exhale and let's press it up. Here we go. 8. So again, you can see how you want to use those fingertips to help you balance and stay steady through that upper arm. Breathe. That's it, nice and slow here. And the great thing about doing single arm is that you can't cheat, so that the right arm can't help the left arm or the weaker arm as you go through that range of motion. 1 more here, nice and slow. And whew. All right, lower it down, let's switch it out. We're going for 8 on that left side. Now you might find if you're right-handed that your left side is a little bit more wobbly, so you might need to use a little bit more stability through that right hand. Lift through the chest, start in that low position. Let's press up for 8. Here we go. 8. Keep that elbow in. 7. Use the other hand to stabilize if you need it. Exhale. Breathe. 4. 3. 2. 1 more here. 1. And lower it down. Whew. All right, grab a water break, catch a breather. We're going to take it to our next round. Up next, we're going into a seated shoulder press. So I'm going to turn my chair so I'm facing forward. And for this, I'm going to be using 10s. We are going to be doing a lot of shoulders this round. So select a weight that you think you can keep up for 3 sets. Of course, if you start to feel fatigued, you can always switch to a lighter weight. So starting out with my 10s, I'm going to sit in an upright position with my feet flat on the floor, shoulder width apart. Shoulder blades should be set back, and I'm not actually leaning back or resting my back on the back of the chair. I'm only sitting about halfway back on that seat so that my core will have to stabilize. Let's lift the weights up, palms facing out. Again, pull those elbows and shoulders back and lift that chest. Let's press up and in for 10. Here we go. Exhale, 10. Now, a common error that we often see with the shoulder press is that we tend to move a little more than we actually need to. In order to keep tension on the deltoids, we only need to bring the upper arm down parallel to the floor. Going any lower actually takes the tension off of the muscle briefly so that it actually starts to work a different muscle group altogether. And so we just want to come down parallel to the floor and back up. 1 more. And lower it down. From here, we are going to take this to another shoulder exercise, standing. We're going to take this into a lateral raise. Couple options here for you. If you only have heavier dumbbells at home, then I would recommend doing a bent arm lateral raise. For example, if you're using 8s, 10s, or 12s, that might be a better fit for you. If you're going light, like me, going 5s, 7.5s, you can probably do the extended version. So I'm going to stick with my 5s here. Feet shoulder width apart. Now the key to this movement is to just ever so slightly angle your hands so your thumb is slightly lower than your pinky finger. Lift the chest, set the shoulder blades back so you're standing tall, and let's raise up until the upper arm is parallel to the floor. Let's go for 10. 10. Remember to squeeze the shoulder blades back. 9. Standing tall. 8. Try not to swing or use your legs at any point. The shoulders should be doing the lifting here. And it also might feel like your hands want to come slightly forward. Again, try to pull those shoulder blades back so that the weight stays in a T position to your torso. 1 more here. Exhale, and lower it down. We're gonna go to our next move, a chest press out. So for this move, a couple options again. You can do 1 dumbbell, 2 dumbbells, or if you have a small set of weight plates at home, you can pancake the plate between your hands to do this move. So I'll show you both dumbbell options. If you're using, for example, a heavier dumbbell like an 8 or a 10, take the flat sides of the dumbbell and press your palms in. If your fingers start to bend in a little bit, that's okay, as long as they're not wrapped around. They should stay loose. If you're doing 2 dumbbells, again, you can hold the flat sides together, just wrap your thumb around and press out. So we're going to be doing a standing press. A few options for you there. I'm going to use my 1 10-pound dumbbell, feet shoulder width apart. I'm going to pancake it between my palms, wrap the thumbs around for a little bit of stability. Starting at chest height, elbows at 45, set the shoulder blades back, press it out. Here we go. 10, whew, really feeling that. 9. Now if you only have light dumbbells at home and you find that a chest press on the floor, it's just not heavy enough and you're not fatiguing, this is a really great dumbbell option for lighter dumbbells. Just make sure that you're pressing in the whole time. We want tension through the palms, pressing inward. That'll help to keep tension on. We've got 2 more. Woo. Stabilize through the back of the shoulders. And lower it down, shake it out. We're going back to that seated position. I'm sticking with my 10s for my shoulder press. Once again, feet flat on the floor, shoulder width apart, lift the chest, set the shoulders back, and stay stable through the core. Elbows at 90 degrees, set the shoulders back, sit tall. Let's go for 10. Here we go. 10. Nice and slow on that lowering phase. 9. Make sure that your posture is strong in that seated position. And remember, we only need to come down to parallel to the floor. Going lower will take the tension off. So try to avoid dipping those elbows down. 5 more, nice and slow. Breathe. Now with this move, the core really has to stabilize when you don't have the back of the bench to support you. So you probably find that those shoulders are fatiguing pretty quickly, even with light weight. And lower it down. All right, let's go back to our lateral raises. Once again, I'm going with 5s. If you're using something heavier, go ahead and use that bent arm position. I'm gonna go with the fully extended elbow. Feet shoulder width apart. Remember, pinky slightly elevated, thumb slightly down, shoulders back. Let's go. 10, whew, shoulders are feeling it now. 9, pull the shoulder blades back in together. 8, get that squeeze. 7, exhale up. 6, bracing through the trunk. 5, keep this going. 4, remember that pinky is slightly elevated through the whole motion. 1 more here. And lower it down. Once again, we're going chest press out, 1 dumbbell, 2 dumbbells. If you've got a weight plate, that works really great for this move. It's really up to you. So once again, I'm gonna go with my 10-pound dumbbell. I'm gonna pancake it between my palms, wrap my thumbs around for stability, but my fingers are loose. Feet shoulder width apart, start at chest height, shoulder blades back, gentle bend in the knees. Let's go. 10. Remember, you're pressing in with the palms. 9. Really squeezing that dumbbell. 8. Now, if you're not a fan of doing push-ups, this one is a great alternative to a push-up position. It's a lot easier on the shoulders, but will still work all of those same muscle groups. So you don't have to add any strain to the wrists or the shoulders. 2 more. Remember to offset this move with the back of the shoulder blades. We've got 1 left. And shake it out. 1 more shoulder press. And this one we're going to switch up a little bit. So in our seated position, we're going to go into an alternating press. Same position, feet shoulder width, flat on the floor. lift the chest. From here, we're going to alternate sides. I'm losing my mic. So we're going to start at 90 degrees, lift the chest, and from here let's alternate starting with the right for 16. Here we go. 1, standing tall. 2, breathe through this. 3, exhale. 4, you've got this. 5, keep this up. 6, push through it. 7, we're halfway here. Maintain good, strong posture. Brace through the trunk. 6 more, you've got it. Push it, push it. 4 more, 4 more. 4, shoulders are burning. 3, you can do this. 2, 1 more here. 1. Whew. All right, lower it down. Lower those dumbbells down to the floor. Switch out to lateral raises, just 8 reps. So, once again, pinkies slightly elevated, chest lifted, shoulders back. Let's go for 8. Here we go. 8. Whew. Shoulders are fatigued. Try to maintain good form. Pull the shoulder blades back. Keep that chest lifted. You've got this. 5. Keep breathing. 4. Squeeze through the mid back and shoulders. 3. Almost there. 2. 1 left here. And 1. Now for me, I'm noticing my shoulders are probably too fatigued to stick with the 10 on that chest press. So I'm going to lower it down to my 5-pound dumbbell. Once again, I'm going to pancake the dumbbell between my hands, feet shoulder width apart, wrap the thumbs around, and let's go for 8. Here we go. Stand tall. 8. Really squeeze. 7. Brace through the trunk. 6. Abs are in. 5. Exhale. 4. Elbows should be traveling at a 45-degree angle from the torso down to the floor. 2 more, 2 more. You can do it. 1 left. And shake it out. Grab a water break here. We're going to take this to an arm-based round. So once again, I'm going to turn my chair and I'm going to be using it as a bench. So I'm going to place one hand on the bench. A couple options for you here. You can do your tricep kickback with your hand on the bench, or if you prefer, you can also place it on your thigh. So whatever feels right for you is fine. Again, I'm going to be going light here. Common mistake with tricep kickback is that we tend to go a little bit too heavy. And when we go too heavy, we end up just pressing the weight back and not fully extending. The goal here is to really extend through that elbow to engage the back of the upper arm. So start light. We're going to be doing 10 reps on each side. So 5-pound dumbbell in my right hand, left hand on the bench, left foot forward, right foot back. Lift the elbow up. Your hand and dumbbell should be right next to your rib cage. Push the chest out. Let's extend back for 10. Here we go. 10, really press. 9, squeeze. 8, bring it into the rib cage and back out. If you find yourself coming in closer to the chest or tighter to the chest on that pull in, you might find that you're getting a little bit of a swing or a little bit of momentum. By bringing it into the rib cage and pressing back out, we eliminate that momentum. And gently come up out of it. Let's take it over to the other arm. So left side, right hand on the bench, elbow up, back flat. Let's go for 10. 10. Really press it back. 9. Remember, just into that rib cage. Fully extend through the back of the upper arm. Keep breathing. You've got this. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 more here. 1, and gently come up out of it, shake it out. We're going to take this into an alternating bicep curl. So for me, I'm noticing my arms are already pretty fatigued. So typically I could do 15s for my bicep curls. I'm actually going to go down to 10 here. We are going to alternate curls for 20 reps here. So I'm going to use, oh, these are my 15s. Switch to my 10s. Feet shoulder width apart, shoulder blades back. Start with that right hand and supinate. Here we go. 1, breathe through it. 2. Now our first 10 are going to continue at this pace. Then we're going to take that pace up a notch. So we're going to turn up the speed a little bit. Breathe through this. Keep this going. Stay steady. We've got 2 more. And then our final 10, we're going to pick up the pace. Ready? Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Stay steady through the core. 4. Try not to swing. Even though we're picking that pace up, I want you to think about that bicep doing the work. Shoulders stay back. Chest stays lifted. 2 more here. And 1. Whew. All right, shake it out. Lower those weights down. We are going to take this into a rear delt fly, focusing on the back of the shoulder blades. Once again, I would recommend going light for this move. Oftentimes, in the rear delt fly, if the weight is too heavy, we tend to use the legs. And what you'll see is a bit of this. The weight is hoofed up by the legs, and it's not actually the shoulders doing the work. Err on the side of lighter than what you think, because shoulders are already fatigued. So again, I'm going to use my 5s. So back is flat. Feet are shoulder width apart. We're going to fold forward. Palms in, just in front of the thighs. Push the chest out. Elevate the pinkies ever so slightly, and let's lift up until parallel to the floor. Here we go. 10. Get that shoulder blade squeeze. 9. Exhale up. 8. Pull back. 7. Breathe through this. 6. Brace the core. 5. Exhale. 4. Stay steady. 3. Really squeeze those shoulders. 1 more. And gently come up out of it. We're going to take this into a seated position. Our next move is going to be a combination of a Pec Fly and a front raise. So feet will be flat on the floor, shoulder blades back. Again, I would recommend going very light on this move. We're going to start with our elbows facing down about 45 degrees. Palms are facing up with just a gentle bend in the elbow. From here, very slowly, we're going to lift up to chest and shoulder height and back down. Now, by doing this in a seated position, we can't use our lower back or our legs to swing through this movement. So it's very important that we move slowly in a controlled manner. Just 6 reps. This is pretty tiring. Shoulder blades back, chest lifted. Here we go. Breathe. 6. Back down, nice and slow. You've got it. Sit tall. 5. Keep this going. Exhale. 4. Remember, brace through the core so you're sitting up as tall as you can. 3. Remember, you're not swinging through this movement at any point. 2. 1 more here. Biceps are working hard. Chest is working hard. 1. And lower it down. Whew. All right, shake it out. We're going to go back to our tricep kickback. Once again, I'm sticking with my 5-pound dumbbell, using my chair as a bench. So stagger the feet, lift the elbow up, push the chest out. Let's go for 10 reps. Here we go. 10. Press it back. 9. Exhale. 8. 7. Full extension. 6. Breathe through this. 5. 4. Don't let that elbow drop. 3. 2. 1. Over to the other side. Come up out of it. Over to the left hand. Elbow up. Slide that foot back. Staggered stance. Let's go. 10. Remember, just to the rib cage. If you come in tighter to the chest with your hand, you'll probably find that you are using a bit of momentum, and we want to avoid that. We want the tricep to keep tension on it the entire time. 3 more. 3, 2, and 1. Back to our alternating bicep curls. So again, 10 quick ones, or 10 slow ones, 10 quick ones, to do 20 reps total. I'm using my 10s again. Feet shoulder width apart, shoulder blades back. Let's curl for 10, nice and slow. 10. Now, keep those shoulders pulled back and down. And remember, we want to avoid swinging at any point during the curl or using the legs, again, to hoof up that weight. It's a common error that we often see when the dumbbells are a little too heavy or you're getting a little too fatigued. One more here, and then we're gonna pick up that pace. Ready? Let's go. 10, 9, stay steady through that trunk. Again, even though we're going faster, try not to swing or twist through the core. 2 more here, 2 and 1. Whew. All right, let's lower it down. We're going back to our rear delt flies. Once again, shoulders are fatigued. I would recommend going light. So I'm going with my 5s. Feet shoulder width apart, fold forward, hands in front of the thighs with the pinkies just ever so slightly lifted. Chest is out. Let's go. 10. Exhale up. 9. Remember, you're always getting that shoulder blade squeeze at the top of the movement. That is the most important part of this exercise. If you can't feel that squeeze, it's a good indicator that the weight is too heavy and that the range of motion is being limited by the too heavy weight, that you're not able to get all the way up. One more. And up to standing. We're back to the chair into our front raise Pec Fly combination. Once again, feet shoulder width apart, flat on the floor, set the shoulder blades back. Elbows are soft, palms facing up. Let's lift for 6, nice and slow. Here we go. 6. There's a brief pause at the top. Exhale up. Inhale down. You've got it. 4 more. Breathe. 2 left here. Remember, sitting nice and tall. The back of the shoulder blade should be offsetting what the front of the arms are doing. And lower it down. 1 last round, tricep kickbacks. So we're back to our bench, bent over position, right hand. Just 8 reps on this round for each move. So lift up nice and high, push the chest out. Let's go. 8, 7, 6. Really press it back. Get that squeeze through the back of the upper arm. You can do it. 3, 2, and 1. Up and out of it, over to the other side. Lift up nice and high, stagger the feet, chest out. Let's go. 8, 7, 6. Keep pushing through this. 5. Try not to round through the back. As we get fatigued, that gets more challenging as we go. 1 more here. And gently come up out of it. We've got bicep curls. So, last move. This one is going to be pretty tricky. We're going to go into a half curl to a full curl. So we're going to curl halfway up, down, all the way up, down. And again, this one is going to be quite challenging. So I'm sticking with my 10s here, going lighter because my biceps are already fatigued. So back flat, chest lifted, palms up, elbows in. Let's curl halfway up. Here we go. Half, down, all the way up, down. Let's go. Half, down, all the way up, down. You've got it. Breathe. Really focus on that technique. Shoulder blades are back. Chest is lifted. Try not to let those shoulders creep forward. We're maintaining good form through this entire lift. Keep it up. You've got this. 2 more of each. Half, down, all the way up. 1 more round. Half, down, all the way up, and down. Whew, shake it out. 1 more round of our rear delt flies. 8 reps here. Once again, I'm going light, 5-pound weights. Feet shoulder width apart, fold forward, palms in, pinkies ever so slightly lifted. Here we go. 8. Whew, get that squeeze. 7. Remember, good form here. Chest stays pushed out. Try not to round through that upper back. Abs are in. Focus on stabilizing through the trunk. 2 more here. 2 and 1. Whew, lower it down. One last Pec Fly, front raise combo, seated position, and then we'll stretch it out. So, feet flat on the floor, lift the chest, palms up, shoulders back. 6 reps to finish off. Here we go. Exhale, 6. Stopping and pausing at chest and shoulder height. Breathe. Exhale. Remember, brace the trunk. The back of the shoulders and the core will help to stabilize through this lift. One more. You can do it. And 1. All right, lower those dumbbells down. Let's stretch it out. From here, sit up nice and tall. Rotate to the side, taking the outside of your hand and pressing it gently against the outside of your leg to twist through the spine and the mid-back. Now with that other arm, you can also place your arm or elbow on the back of your chair if that feels comfortable for you, or ever so slightly behind you, whatever feels right. Back to the middle. Let's take it over to the other side. Rotate, lift the chest, pull the shoulder blades back. Again, you can move that back hand around to wherever's comfortable for you, as long as you're feeling the stretch comfortably through the mid-back and spine. Nice big exhale, letting that heart rate come down. And back to the center. Stretch out the chest, clasp your hands behind, lift the chest, and just glide your hands down your lower back. Pull the shoulder blades back, opening up through the chest. Breathing through this. And lots of shoulder work today, so let's stretch them out next. Draw that right arm across, take your left hand and anchor with that forearm, bringing that arm in. Now, if you're not feeling the stretch too much, lift the chest, pull it a little tighter, and then tuck your chin back, and you're really gonna feel the front of the shoulder stretching here. Again, nice big exhale. If at any point during stretches you find yourself holding your breath or catching your breath, just exhale slowly and gently to let that heart rate come down. And shake out that side, over to the left arm, pulling that left arm in toward the chest, anchoring it down with the right. And again, if you're not feeling the stretch very deeply, I want you to lift your chest, pull it a little tighter, and then tuck your chin back. You've got it. Breathe through this. And from here, lower that arm down. Just place your hands on top of your thighs. From here, turn your neck. Your nose will be looking over the right shoulder, to the middle, and over to the left side. Working through the range of motion for the cervical spine. And just gently turning side to side once more. And let's stretch out the neck. Place your fingertips just above your right ear and gently guide your head down to the side. Take your opposite hand and extend those fingertips down toward the floor, dropping that shoulder blade down to lengthen through the side of the neck. Again, nice big exhale if you find yourself holding your breath at any point. And gently let that head come up. Let's take it over to the other side. Take your fingertips just above that left ear. Guide the head down to the side. Take that opposite hand and lengthen through the left side by dropping the shoulder down and extending the fingertips down toward the floor. Try to relax through that upper body. Breathing through this. And gently come up out of it. Shake out those shoulders. we're all done for today. Thanks for joining me. I hope you have a great rest of your day. See you again.